Hello, everybody. This is Tyler here from the Baseball with the Bard and Cross'em Wrestling Entertainment Podcast. We just want to take a moment to acknowledge the loss we've had down in Miami at that condominium complex. If you could just take a moment as we pay tribute to those we've lost and to those who are still looking to be found.
Baseball with the Bard and the Cross'em Wrestling Entertainment Podcast would like to extend our condolences to those affected by the collapsed building in Miami.
Time for Baseball with the Bard.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here with some more Baseball with the Bard. I'm your host, Noah Cross. Joining me, as always, my best friend, Mr. Tyler Bard. Tyler, how's it going?
I'm doing great, Mr. Cross. How are you? It is good to see you. It's been a while.
It certainly has been a while, as everyone knows. If you know me well, I work over at Scout Camp here in Plymouth, here in Waterbury-ish, Plymouth area. Camp Mattatuck, my home away from home. This is my 14th summer. It's been a long ride with Mattatuck. I know, it's crazy. But we are gearing up. As you can see, I got the caveman beard going because I had no time to do literally anything, even shave. We've been setting up camp, getting ready. We have our first scouts coming in after 2 years. Summer camp is finally opening again tomorrow.
How exciting.
So very exciting. Lots happening.
There's no more camp kind of like you are all there in person.
There is, though, unfortunately.
There is a lot of some people. Like for some people, I'm sure. For
the most part, though, scouts were able to come back in and we're able to hang out with each other, see our good friends again. But for
That's
today,
awesome.
Right now, we are going to talk some baseball. As a quick reminder, we are streaming here on Facebook, YouTube at Bard and Cross Entertainment, and Twitch at @tbard_. Or
that's it. Yeah, it's just T-Bard with an underscore under it. I claimed it. It's mine.
Wow, that's impressive. I can't believe you got that. All right. Yeah, well, hey, that's good. Congrats on the new name.
It's no longer T-Bard 5195. If you are already following, you are still following. Mm-hmm. It is just a name change, so it's T-Bard_. And we had some fun yesterday. If you didn't stop by the stream yesterday, Fall Guys had a glitch by accident. They uploaded a brand new game mode where it was supposed to be whoever gets to the end first wins. But they screwed up, and it was if anyone gets to the finish line, they get a crown. So we had some fun, and there was no need for me to grief. But you know what? I was going to save this video for when we got to the final, got to the ads. But let's just I gotta show the people this, because if you would watch me game, I'm a griefer. I like to throw people off for just the kicks. And this guy was griefing, and he eliminated Ray Bay. So I had to get revenge. Here we go.
Drop me a follow if you'd like. 1 away from 300.
T-Bar, are you taking one for the team with both of you guys? Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's go! Get out of my game.
I love it, man. You see the clock was counting down, so I held him for as long as possible so he couldn't get to the finish line, and then I qualified with 0 seconds on that clock. It was beautiful. I got the crown. He didn't. There was no need for me to do that. Absolutely none. I didn't have to, but I chose to, Noah.
You did choose to.
But we do have some fun stuff going on. What do you got going on?
Hell yeah, man. Baseball has been crazy. Lots of ups, lots of downs, but the biggest up right now, hands down, is the Angels all-star two-way player, absolute stud, who goes by the name of Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, he's all right.
I just don't understand how someone can be this good at baseball. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Or this good at anything at that rate. His average right now is 280 after last night. There's a quick player comparison. If you look at Shohei compared to who many would say is the greatest player that ever walked the face of the planet, Babe Ruth, only 2 players in American League history had 25 plus home runs, 10 plus stolen bases, and 75 plus pitching strikeouts in their career. And that was Shohei Ohtani and Babe Ruth. So he reached all 3 marks this season already, and we're still halfway to go here, folks. Here's another one there. JJ Watt tweeted, serious question. What argument could you make for any other player over Shohei Ohtani for MVP? The guy literally dominates at the plate and on the mound. Not a single other player even attempts that much, less succeeds at it. He's the definition of most valuable. I agree 1,000,000,000% there. As you see, his stats clearly show for it. He is a 280 average hitter with an MLB
Insane, man.
30 home runs as of last night.
30 home runs, dude.
I started writing the script last night, as Tyler knows, and I'll tell everyone here. And I wrote it first, and I put 28 home runs, and then I got a notification. Shohei Ohtani hits 29. Okay, I had 29. All right. And I woke up this morning, Shohei hit 30. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
I have both of those here, Noah. I don't know. You said you weren't able to watch the game. This dude was matching last night. Watch these 2 home runs real quick, all right?
Labels on the cut of the grass at third. Big shift defensively. Let's take a ride with another Shohei Homer.
Boy, you knew he was going to do something special today. And 92-mile-an-hour fastball. That's a lefty throwing it.
Ohtani crushes it. This one to left field. This one is gone. Wow!
I've never seen anything like this. Power right center. Power left field, and he knew it off the bat.
Dude.
Just this stud, dude. I don't understand where he gets this power. And no, a little fact about that game too. Not only so the first home run put the game within reach. The second home run took the lead. They came back, tied it, so it was 7-7 going into the 10th inning. Shohei Ohtani, or I'm sorry, was it the 10th? The 9th. Going into the 9th, they had to tie it again. Shohei Ohtani, they pitched around him basically. They didn't give him a 4 pitch, but he gets to first. Steals second, interference is called, has to go back. Steals second again, goes and he does it twice. Shohei Ohtani stole on them 2 times, and then they ended up winning, I believe. After
and you know who the scoring run was?
I think he was the scoring run.
He was.
Yeah, a diving play at home to get in too.
Yep.
It was just like
first slide at home. He was
insane, and he's just an absolute unit. And it's insane to see someone play to that caliber. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And he's a big ass dude. Like, he's a big motherfucker. He hit 3 homers in 2 games against the Yankees. Not a surprise there. He loves the short porch Yankee Stadium.
Yo,
loves the short porch. I mean, I remember watching that game. It was Michael King game, the first game that it was Shohei, his first game at Yankee Stadium.
First at bat at Yankee Stadium.
Yes, like I know, I was watching, and he came to the plate, and I guess he's hitting a home run. Like he's hitting a home run. Like he's not hitting a home run. And sure enough, he cranks one. And I literally just start laughing. Like as a Yankees fan, I just start laughing. Like it doesn't make sense.
He's something else.
So that's his hitting stats. So now let's talk about his starting pitching stats. He has an ERA of 3.97. That is a little ballooned because of the last start he had. So
right, it was sub 3.
Yeah, before that he was around 2.5. So it's not that bad. But an impressive 83 strikeouts in 60 innings. That's pretty damn good there.
Gosh.
And one quick stat that I want to talk about here. I made this post on Facebook a few days ago, and I nerded out a bit over Shohei Ohtani because the last person. I'm sorry, let's not say that. Babe Ruth's single home run season record, Tyler, was in 1927 when he hit 60 home runs. Even.
Wow.
60 home runs in one season, okay? Shohei Ohtani, right now, well, not including the 2 he had last night, because it's not normal to hit 2 home runs.
We'll just add 2 to that number.
Like, in a week. Is on pace to hit 55 home runs this season if he keeps the way he's going. And again, if you add 2 because of the 2 last night, you could say he could easily meet the 60 home runs on the season, maybe even more, and surpass Babe Ruth. Dude.
So 60 is the record?
No, 60 is Babe Ruth's personal record.
Babe Ruth's personal record. I was like, yes. I feel like it's much higher than that.
Let's see. Most home runs in a season. That is an interesting stat, though.
Probably Barry Bonds.
Yeah. Barry Bonds in 2001 hit 73.
Yeah.
fuck is that? How? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Shohei's that. I mean, he's hit 2 home runs in a game twice this week.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no.
There's no saying he wouldn't hit that.
He could easily surpass Babe Ruth in those assets. And I know people are going to be like, well, you can't compare the two. It's 2 different eras. But, I mean, we can. And
it's a lot harder to hit today.
Right. Oh, yeah. By a landslide, it's harder to hit today. So it's insane to see someone like Shohei showing up, pitching, hitting, stealing, winning. He's insane. So, Shohei, you have baseball with the Bards. Respect, sir.
Absolutely.
Insanity. It's crazy to watch someone like that, my guy.
Come play for the Yankees, Shohei.
No, none of that.
So
you can come play for the New Britain Bees if you're going to come anywhere on the East Coast.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen. So let's go over. So speaking of an all-star, let's talk about the all-stars here, Tyler.
Bang!
We have our all-star starters for this year, the 2021 all-star starting ballot in Colorado, playing in the home of the Rockies. Have you seen the uniforms?
No, actually.
There's a lot of love, there's a lot of hate. Like, it's very split down the middle. It's basically like purple and white, which is the colors, right? And then on the bottom, it looks like there's like a mountain jetting out of your pants, basically.
All right, don't love that.
It's not terrible. I think they're all right. And then the hats are just a purple star with whoever's team's logo on it. So like the Yankees would be like a blue with the purple star in the background for the hats or the caps. But anyway,
it's not great.
Okay, they're not. Did you look them up?
No, but that just sounds really dumb, so I really don't. Yeah, I don't think I need to.
Again, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of hate for them. I don't think they're that bad. Anywho, let's go from the top down here. The National League starting catcher from the San Francisco Giants, we have Buster Posey. No real surprise there.
Nailed that one.
Yeah. From the American League, from the Kansas City Royals, Salvador Perez.
That's not shocking either.
No, not okay, not shocking. I was waiting for a reaction.
No, not at all.
First base, these two are pretty freaking obvious. From the National League, Freddie Freeman from the Atlanta Braves. And
I love Freddie Freeman, but I think that could have gone a few ways.
Who else do you think?
I mean, the whole first base class is stocked right now, so I'm shocked it was as lopsided. I think he won by a ridiculous margin, did he not?
He did, because
so I mean, I guess that's right. He is kind of one of the biggest stars in the league right now. So
easily, hands down, one of the biggest in the league. And I mean, he's pretty similar to, like, I don't know, Pete Alonso. He's right there. They both have an average of 260. Alonso has 13 home runs. Freeman has 17. It's kind of low for Alonso.
I mean, what more can we say about these guys right now? It's the pitching has been nuts. It's not so much right now, ever since the sticky stuff is gone. But we'll get to that in a minute. But it's just interesting to see who ended up winning all of these.
It's true. Well, I
got a bunch of them, but I didn't have all of them.
No, definitely. This next one's pretty easy. From the Toronto Blue Jays, the American League starting first baseman Vlad Guerrero Jr.
That was easy.
Dude, do you know what his batting average is right now?
What?
Take a guess. Be realistic. Be realistic.
Right,
keep in mind that Freddie Freeman's is 260, so be realistic. What do you think?
298.
338. With 27 home runs.
That's 40 more points than I said, Mr. Cross.
He's second in the majors behind Shohei with 27 home runs.
Oh, my gosh.
His OPS is 1,118.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Vlad Guerrero Jr. is slugging. Like, that's the pure definition of slugging.
Slugging is an understatement, my guy.
He is amazing. Unreal. All right. Let's go over to the second base. Adam Frazier from the Pirates.
Again, weird pick.
Starter. Yeah, that is a weird pick. I mean, he has good numbers this season.
Sure, but it's the Pirates. Fuck them.
That's true. The Pirates are pretty fucking terrible.
They're one of the worst teams in baseball. And it's just weird to see them.
Frazier has a batting average of 326 right now.
Yeah, cool. But the rest of his team has a batting average of 120. So it's I don't know. I mean, good for him for making it, but it's just I guess I was shocked.
From the Toronto Blue Jays, we see Marcus Semien.
Again, makes sense. I think there were better second basemen that could have got it, like DJ LeMahieu, maybe. But
DJ's hitting over the last month though has really regressed. He hasn't been DJ LeMahieu, if that makes sense.
I mean, again, it's this All-Stars this year are a little odd to me because some of them I'm shocked they made it, because usually I was thinking people would vote the way you voted by their status.
No, well,
and that's not what happened.
Some do, but majority, if you look at the ballot up and down.
Major, how dare you? This is a family show. Okay. For everyone who wants to come have fun with us, you can come and join Major in the comments on Twitch, at Facebook, and YouTube if you too want to make jokes about the uniforms that the All-Stars are wearing. I just had to put that one up there. No, I had to.
Yeah, absolutely. You did the right thing. That brings us over to third base position, where we see, starting for the National League from the St. Louis Cardinals, Nolan Arenado. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, who was going to beat Nolan Arenado out except maybe Manny Machado?
Maybe. Which the fact that he isn't the starter is also a travesty, because he has been really good.
Lights out.
For the
absolutely lights out on the hot corner.
Absolutely. And I still might say he's the best defender in the game.
And ladies and gentlemen, taking the leading position for the American League at third base is Rafael Devers. I mean, that was a no-brainer.
Yep. The dude, and you know this, I'm a Yankees fan. I love Rafael Devers. I think
he's so good.
He is unreal. He's been really clutch this year on offense. He's only swinging 291, which is high. He has 20 home runs, though, which is unreal. And his OPS is 945. So the guy is clearly good. And he's, Tyler, he's been holding his own over there at third
Oh, my
base.
God, dude.
The biggest thing.
We'll get to him in a little bit, but just look at what he did to the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It just almost single-handedly won every single one of those games.
Exactly.
You know, him and DJ just beat the hell out of the Yankees. So
he is the Yankee killer. That's easy. If he had a nickname, that's what we should go with, because he is no joke. He is no joke. So over here, the starting shortstop for the National League, we have Fernando Tatis Jr. from the Padres. This is an easy choice, dude. Like, he is. Yeah. I think if you ask me right now, he's the most popular player in baseball today. He's got the most star power. I'm still upset that Trey Turner didn't win, but I understand it. He's got the most star power all fucking day. He has a batting average of 302 with 26 home runs and an OPS of 1,089. And again, just the star power around him. I've just always been a Trey Turner fan. I agree. I like Trey Turner. He's not. I just think Fernando Tatis is better. From the American League, from the Boston Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. Of course. Easy. I always say Xander Bogaerts is Trout-like numbers. Like, he's just consistently a 300 hitter. He's at an average of 324 right now with 13 home runs and an OPS of 930. He is just if you ask me, again, I can't say this all the time. He has Trout-like numbers. He is that consistent. Yeah. Up and down every day. It doesn't matter. He's that good. I think he's the most underrated player in baseball, to be honest. I'd put him up there. He's definitely someone who is definitely missed out on. Hold on. We got an announcement coming in here really quick. Major Nosebleed has subscribed to the T-Bard channel for 3 months in a row. Everybody, we just got some new emotes coming in. Thank you so much, Major, for the subscription. And you guys can be a part of it, too, on Twitch. You can come use new emotes and, joke along with Noah and I. We got some baseball-themed ones coming, Noah. So they can definitely participate in the chat with those. So, over to the outfield here, Tyler. For the National League, we have from the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr., from the Reds, Castellanos, and also from the Reds, Winker. So two Reds players in the outfield. Now, listen, you salty-ass National League fans for not putting Mookie Betts in the damn All-Star game. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. You guys are absolutely insane. Mookie Betts 100% should have been the one in there. Oh, my God, we have an announcement coming in from the Twitch again. Noah, the magician, subscribing for 7 months in a row. Who do you think you are, Mr. Cross? Mid-show and everything? Well, you did his, so I was like, what the fuck? I've subscribed longer than that. Like, I'm not impressed, is what I'm saying.
Major, you're being shown up by the host live on the show. Either way, I love you both. Please stop fighting. I love you both. Don't fight. But honestly, listen, Mookie Betts should have been in this. Winker, that was dumb. He should have not been in that position.
Let's hold on. Let's compare.
I don't give a shit. That's Mookie fucking Betts. What are we talking about here?
I agree. He is Mookie fucking Betts. Who, hands down, probably the best outfielder in the game right now.
I mean, we got the AL right.
He's got, listen, batting average for Mookie Betts is 249 right now. Winker's swinging 317. Mookie's got 10 home runs. Winker has 19. Winker's OPS is 937. I'm sorry, 973. Mookie's is 824. On paper, like if I didn't know anything about here's the thing. If I didn't know anything about baseball, right, and I had to vote for an all-star game, or I was like a casual fan and I was like, whatever, you know, and I was like, all right, who do I vote for? And I looked at the stats. You're gonna vote for Winker, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe a lot of people are like, maybe a lot of people watch our show, Tyler, and they see how much you hate the Dodgers.
I mean, I guess that's the case. They just realize that I hate the Dodgers, except for Mookie Betts and David Price, and that's it. Everyone else can go fly a kite. But man, at least we got the AL. I mean, how is it not going to be Trout, Judge, and Teoscar? Like those are the three who have just been ripping the ball apart. And I got to stand up for Verdugo. Ninth place. This is unacceptable.
Here's the thing I'm going to say with that, though. This is the same argument with like the Mookie Betts thing. Like people don't know who he is. That's the only reason why he's in ninth place. Yes, he's good. He's good. I'm not saying he's not good. But if you're voting for, you know, any type of anything in any realm, whether it's baseball, wrestling, whatever you have it, the names that you hear the most are the names people are going to vote for. And that's
fair.
You know, it's like Trout. Like if there was a basic white girl of a ballot, it would be Trout, Judge, and Teoscar Hernandez. Like it's just basic shit. It's like obviously, fucking
everybody knows that.
Like, and I love being, and you know, Tyler, I am basic as fuck. All right.
Oh yeah. Well,
like,
obviously,
I love my Starbucks. I love it all. Right. I don't care. And this is my all-star outfield as well. Trout, Judge, and Teoscar Hernandez. Easy all day, every day. Don't at me. Like that's it. And then the DH, which there's only one because the National League doesn't have one because they're stupid.
Well, they will. But the coach picks the the hitter like that day.
Yeah.
Because it's a American League ruling, I think, even though it's at a National League park, they're not having the pitchers hit.
Exactly. Well, why? Why? There's already a risk for unnecessary injury. Why?
Right.
That, you know?
Right. The All-Star game shouldn't even be a thing anyways. In my opinion, it should just be a home run derby, and that should be it. So there's no one getting hurt.
Do like a multi-night home run derby. Like make it like tiers.
A tournament.
Yeah.
A full-on tournament. But there is, so let's not digress on that for too long. But yeah, obviously Shohei, he's hitting out of his damn mind. It's a shame that him and JD Martinez have to be in the same league.
Absolutely.
Because I believe Shohei got about 80% of the votes, and JD got like 12, and then everyone else was mixed in for the remaining 8%. So yeah, it was not close in the slightest. So absolutely insane. The all-star teams are both stacked as hell, except Winker. Get the hell out of here. I'm looking forward to watching it, even though I don't think it should be a component of the season at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I agree with you there. It's an odd choice for the National League. Shohei all the way, all day. Sorry, JD, you're great. It's not better.
No, it makes sense.
You're not better than Shohei, who's probably going to be better than Babe Ruth by the time the season's over, which is crazy. But with speaking of things that are crazy and nuts, let's talk about sticky stuff.
Sticky stuff.
I was going to avoid this simply because it was everywhere. Like it was
simply unavoidable.
Yeah. So one of those things that's just like, all right, maybe this will just blow over and we'll stop talking about it. Oh boy, were we fucking wrong.
Yeah. No.
This has been the hottest topic for the last month. Sticky stuff. Major League Baseball started to crack down on pitchers using sticky substances like sunscreen, pine tar, and spider tack to gain added grip on the pitches and maximize their spin rates. So if you're a fan of baseball and you've been a fan of baseball for a while, or you looked at baseball history, you would know what pine tar is, right? Pine tar is the thing that they put on the bat, the batters use, so they don't throw the bat into the stands and kill someone or give them a concussion, right? keep the bats in their hands, makes it sticky, so it's harder for them to lose their grip because wood is slippery when you put lacquer on it and all that crap, right? So pitchers aren't allowed to be using any of these sticky substances to get a better grip or whatever else because it can really affect the pitches. In the back a while ago, they just wanted to use the pine tar to get a grip. That was it. And the hitters were okay with this. Pete Alonso even said, I'm fine with they use sticky stuff because I don't want to get hit in the face. I don't want to get hit in the side and cause injury, whatever else. I mean, Tyler, what would you like? Would you agree? A guy's throwing 100 miles an hour at you. If he's going to use sticky stuff to simply get a grip, I'm cool with that. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather not get hit.
Exactly. Right.
I don't want to get hit by a pitch that's coming in at 100 miles per hour. So if he can control it better by keeping it in the zone where I have a better chance of hitting it, exactly. I'm okay with it.
Sure. However, what happened more recently is pitchers started to use these sticky substances, and they were expanding their repertoire of sticky substances, if you will, with a combination of some sunscreen and rosin. I guess sunscreen and rosin mixed together. The rosin bag that they use, like a bit of a powder that maybe mountain climbers would use, just to try to get the sweat off of their hands.
Yep.
They were using a combination of sunscreen and rosin on their arms, and they were rubbing on their arms in between pitches to get more stick. They have the spider tack is it's a substance of its own. It's like I don't know what you would call it, but it's like stupidly sticky. There's so many YouTube videos where a lot of guys did their own research and saw which worked the best, whatever else. The ones that worked the best were actually pine tar and spider tack, but the sunscreen and rosin had a good effect too. Now, what they're using now for, as we said, are the spin rates. So it's with the sticky stuff, the ball stays in the pitcher's hand longer, which gives them a better snap. So when they throw on the ball, it gives them a better snap down on the ball, causing it to spin more and to spin harder. The spin of the ball was what gives it the movement. So a regular RPM switch, if you were just going to make an adjustment with your arm angle or something like that, is about 200 RPMs, right? Revolutions per minute. With the sticky stuff, you're looking at about 500 to 800 revolutions per minute.
Damn.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So after MLB said they were going to start cracking down on this, a number of minor league pitchers, which I'm pretty sure the number was like 6 to 8, were suspended, triggering many MLB spin rates to decrease significantly. And we're talking 400 to 500 RPM drop. A lot of the names were like, all right, whatever. Like, obviously they were fucking using it. Like, and they even came out and said they were. We'll get to that. Some of them were kind of surprising. The first one I have here, Hyunjin Ryu. It's a little surprising. Yeah, I didn't think Ryu would just be that guy that used sticky stuff. But I mean,
every pitcher did.
That's the thing, right? It's just some just adapted better to it than others. Garrett Richards from the Red Sox, he was one of the ones that even said, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, he's like, help. Like, if
you ever look at the top of Garrett's hat, it's just coated. Coated. So I'm not surprised.
And his ERA has it's been obvious. Like, his RPMs have gone down, his ERA has gone up. Tyler Glasnow from the Rays.
Oh yeah.
He even said in an interview, my substance of choice. He said this after all this broke, right? He said my substance of choice used to be sunscreen and rosin. And he said it. And those are two substances separately are not banned from the game. They aren't. But when they're mixed together, that's when the problem is, though.
What are you going to do? Problem. Make people stop wearing sunscreen?
Yes, actually, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's why they've been doing these checks, and we'll get to those in a minute. Garrett Cole.
So MLB endorses melanoma. Got it. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. What would you even do?
You heard it here first. MLB is okay with their pitchers getting melanoma on their arms, necks, legs. They're fine with it, as long as they're not putting tack on a baseball.
You're an umpire, right?
Yep.
And MLB told you had to go look for sticky substances. And Trevor Bauer had a great interview where he said basically you gave a bunch of people who have no idea what to look for or what's happening.
You made them the judge, jury, and executioner.
To now go out there and figure out what's going on. And they have no idea what it is. Especially because it's been happening for so long and they never fucking know.
No, it's insane. It's stupid.
Garrett Cole is another one. His RPMs have gone down. He's had a few good starts since all of it, but overall, he's not the pitcher he used to be.
No.
And the list goes on and on. There's many other pitchers. We're not going to go into all of them.
The sunscreen thing is stupid. that should, if they ban sunscreen, there's going to be a players strike next year.
It's not that they banned sunscreen. Basically, what they said was they can't. So, guys, have you ever seen guys take a rosin bag and they dab it?
Yeah, they soak their arms with sunscreen. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying the rosin.
Yeah, Lance Lynn is number one.
Yes, used to do that, but they don't do that no more. So you can only put rosin on your hands.
All right, cool.
That's what it's for. You know what I mean? Yes, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what they're saying. So, like, if an umpire sees a guy doing this, that's when they're going to be like, whoa, and they're going to check their arm and see if it's sticky. So, like, you can put the sunscreen on your arms before the game or during the game, right? But when you're out there to pitch, you can only hands, play within your hands, and then that's it. And you got to pitch. You can't be like this, or you can't be like this, or apparently, and we'll get into the Max Scherzer thing. Hold on.
Because sunscreen on your hands is illegal, everybody. You can't have sunscreen. Careful. Skin cancer of just your hand is acceptable under the MLB.
So there have even been a few injuries coming from this foreign substances ban because it was cold turkey in a sense. Glasnow himself is now on the 60-day injured list with a shoulder injury stemming from having to change his grips. He said publicly that his substance of choice was sunscreen and rosin, as we talked about before, but he had to change his grips resulting in discomfort causing injury. Cole has also said he is struggling to get a grip on the ball many times in interviews since the increased checks and enforced rules.
Look how happy he looks in this picture.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of annoying as a pitcher. And I see some pitchers don't give a fuck. Some are really annoyed. Max Scherzer was fucking really annoyed.
Well, Joe Girardi was being a dick.
Oh, yes, he was. And I'll get to this. Hold on. Max Scherzer gets checked for substances multiple times in an inning. What the fuck are we doing? Last week, Nats starter Max Scherzer was checked multiple times in one inning for foreign substances, the reason the opposing Phillies manager Joe Girardi. He requested the checks of Scherzer because and he said after the game, I saw Scherzer touching his hair, and Joe claimed he had, quote, never seen him touch his hair before while pitching. And there was like a whole argument. Fucking Joe Girardi got thrown out.
Did you see them posturing? Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I love Joe Girardi.
Me too.
I think Joe Girardi is an incredible manager.
Yep.
This was ridiculous.
Yes.
This was, I don't know if this was a posture by Joe Girardi to show the MLB just how fucking stupid this is. But he said, okay, if you want to go nuts and talk about sticky substances, that guy's got fucking gel in his hair. And that's sticky enough to make the ball be a reactant. I'm going to talk about it the entire rest of the game. And I'm going to get thrown just to show you all how stupid this looks. Insanity.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. Now, and I said Joe Girardi got thrown out because the opposing Nationals manager, Martinez, he not taking no shit from anybody. He started barking at Girardi.
Well, yeah, so did Scherzer.
Scherzer did, but he was on the field. He was the one to get
Scherzer gave him the stink eye the whole way to the dugout. He
stared at him. That's what triggered Girardi to come out of the dugout and start yelling. And then the current Nationals hitting coach, what's his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Hold on, give me 10 seconds. This was in a John Boy video.
I don't remember.
Kevin Long used to play used to be the hitting coach for the Yankees in 2009 when Joe Girardi and Kevin Long and the Yankees won the World Series, right? So they have a long history together. Now Kevin Long, Girardi calls him K Long. They're buddies. They were friends for years because they coached for the same team while Joe Girardi managed. And Kevin Long was yelling from the Nationals dugout at Joe Girardi, like, that's bullshit, Joe. Like, get the fuck back in the dugout. Yeah. And Joe Girardi, that's what Joe Girardi got pissed about. He wasn't even yelling at Scherzer. He wasn't even yelling at the Nats manager, Davey Martinez. He was yelling at Kevin Long because Kevin Long was chirping at him. So he kept saying, K Long, let's go. You want to fucking go? Like, getting all hyped up. And K Long's just like, that's bullshit, Joe. And you know it. Like, shit like that. And Joe Girardi got tossed because he was out of the dugout.
You only want to fight me because you're wrong. Sit down.
Yeah, it's that kind of crap. So the ridiculousness goes on with this sticky stuff checks. A knuckleballer. So look at this. Nick Matton, a position player in a blowout loss, gets checked for foreign substances. So the Diamond, put that back up real quick. I want to see the score. All right. So the Diamondbacks were losing to the Phillies 12-4. 12-4. The Diamondbacks said, we're done. We're going to put this outfielder in to fucking pitch. And he gets checked for foreign substances.
MLB, you and I got to look at each other. Hold on. Let me just, we got to talk. You're doing too much. Rob, you're doing too much. You should have listened to Trevor Bauer 2 years ago. and we wouldn't have this problem. All right, we're done. I'm sorry, Noah. I had to have that talk with our child. That is Rob Manfred.
No,
he might as well own the Yankees. He's just as stupid.
Oh God, we'll get to that later. But so that was one thing. Also, there was a knuckleballer the other day.
Oh yeah, I don't have a picture for that one.
No, I didn't send you that one. It's all right though. There was a knuckleballer. I forget from which team, but if you know anything about baseball, knuckleballs don't spin. That's the point.
No.
Like that's what makes them so wonky. They just come at you like a vortex. It's like weird. And there's a knuckleballer who was checked for foreign substances, like
literally it comes in like this.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed to do. And the umpires checked him for foreign substances to see if he had anything that would increase spin rate on a knuckleball.
I've never seen a knuckleball pitch. It is insane how it literally just dances. It's so cool.
I've tried so many times to throw it. I've thrown a couple okay ones, but for the most, they're like 4 miles an hour. But for the most, I don't know how guys throw 60-mile-an-hour knuckleballs.
Exactly. Ty said it right here. They just cut right through the air.
Yes.
There's it just however the wind is carrying it, this ball just do, and then right when it gets to the plate, usually it gets this little bit of a and it just it cuts in at the very end. It's insane. It is so crazy to watch.
My biggest thing with this is before the season started in the last season, and even the season, for the last 4 years, let's just say 3-4 years, all they've been talking about is let's speed up the game and all this other bullshit. This is not speeding up dick.
No, not at all.
They were literally stopping inning, like in between batters. Max Scherzer had to get checked for fucking, like the umpire had to rub his fingers through Max Scherzer's hair.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
You got to watch anyone.
I've seen it with John Boyce just laughing.
Dude, it's so funny.
It is. I hate it. I hate even talk that this is something we have to talk about.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. But I think my biggest thing is you look at the injuries that are coming from it. You look at how it's kind of ridiculous. And it's not like they're not doing things to make the balls harder to grab. And that's what Garrett Cole said in an interview. He said they change the ball every season.
Right.
Like it's slippery. They juice it. They take the juice out of it. We can't get a grip on the freaking baseball because they change it so much.
Just give it more tack.
I mean, that's the thing. Is MLB going to mandate a substance? Is MLB going to find a substance that doesn't affect too much? That's fine. And say, this is what you can use. Like, this should be pine tar, in my opinion. This is the thing. I think that's too much. That's pine tar really, 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 really.
I mean, then they should just allow the sunscreen and just,
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I think that they're going to.
And if you don't like it, adjust. Learn how to hit it.
Yeah, here's my biggest thing. Like, all this is happening, but look at like Shohei, look at Vlad, like what the fuck, like
they're still going out of their minds.
Verdugo, Trout, Judge, Betts, like they're still fucking hitting. So
no, it's an excuse for teams that are doing poorly right now, and I get it. It is. Is it an unfair advantage?
Sure.
Yes, of course it is. Has it been a part of baseball for the last 110 years?
Literally,
yes.
Ever. Absolutely.
So just because everyone's calling it cheating now, which they've always just kind of looked past it. I mean, honestly, the Astros cheating scandal has brought more shit to the league than anything else, because now everything is seen as cheating. If you have figured out some sort of advantage that is within the rules, it shortly will not be within the rules anymore. I'm just sick of talking about these cheating scandals.
No, I agree. And that's the biggest thing. Like, you got more going on with these guys using like foreign substance that have literally been being used for the last 100 years. But the Astros use like fucking, buzzers and Inspector Gadget type of shit to fucking win a World Series. And no one fucking cares.
Right.
So, all right. Well, there's that. It's a little nuts and it's annoying. But things that aren't annoying are all of the incredible things that are going on at Clovercrest Media. So let's enjoy this quick ad break.
The Crossum Wrestling Entertainment Podcast, presented by Clovercrest Media, is what you AEW fans have been looking for. Noah Cross and Tyler Bard give their take on every week's episode of Dynamite. If you are a massive AEW fan, then it is time to join us every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Stay Crossum.
Attention all basketball fans. CMG Sports presents the Posting Up Podcast, where Lucas Boldick, Sean Scanlon, and King Zay discuss the latest news and topics throughout the NBA. So, if you have a love for basketball, make sure you check out the Posting Up Podcast, live every Tuesday and Saturday on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Also available for download on every podcast platform. The Giants are running New York like the Times as Danny is dropping all sorts of dimes. Saquon's thighs are ruining defenses' lives and Leonard Williams making opposing QBs feel him. Receivers think it's scary to line up across James Bradbury, and the Giants have a bright future led by Coach Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Tune in to Drawing About the G-Men every Wednesday at 6, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
High fly ball, right field. Grossman back, track, wall, see ya! Into the second deck. A grand slam the other way for Aaron Judge, and the Yankees are pouring it on.
For the latest news throughout the sports world, tune in to Sports Talk with R&J every Wednesday at 1 p.m.
Drop me a follow if you'd like. One away from 300.
T-Bar, are you taking one for the team with both of you guys? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's go. Get out of my game.
It's good every time. It's good every time. Noah, that would be me and you if we were playing that game. I would just torture you constantly.
I don't play Fall Guys, so.
But you should. And you should get good. Or you should, hold up your end of the bargain and lose to me and MLB The Show. I mean, it is whatever it is, because, you're trash at that game.
I will play you in MLB The Show when I'm good. Excuse me, I've thrown 2 perfect games in MLB The Show.
I threw a perfect game yesterday. Thank you very much.
I'll play against you when I'm good and ready.
Oh, okay. Listen, you want what? Your terms, Brock Lesnar? Your paper champion? All right. Nah, I get it.
I was thinking more the Miz, but that works too.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's better, but I disagree that you're the Miz. Not a shot in hell are you the Miz. You know who is the Miz?
He's awesome.
The Boston Red Sox are crossum right now because they are what's best for business in baseball right now, Noah. And you can't deny it. Tell me that the Red Sox aren't one of the best teams in the major leagues right now. Do it. Do it. Say it out loud so people can see you be stupid. Say it out loud. Sip your tea or whatever that is. What do you got? Looks like Baja Blast. What are you drinking there? Gatorade. Well, Noah, as you and I both know, the Red Sox have been absolutely on fire lately. I believe last night makes it 6 or 8 in a row. It's 7 or 8. So they're on a crazy win streak. Wait, I have the standings right here. Let's throw that up. It is 8 in a row. Boston going 52-31 right now. Oh man, hold on. New York's record is blocked by the banner. Give me a second.
That's fine.
With New York going 41-39. As you all know, in the second half of the show, we like to get into the Red Sox and Yankees. We kick it off with the Red Sox and usually ended it with the Yankees because the Yankees are usually the one doing better. But I think, Noah, we might have to have a little switch up here because the Red Sox are the ones who seem to be going for the gold this season. They've been, as I stated, absolutely on fire lately. Let's start with this man right here, Rafael Devers. I mean, you've said it, Noah. He's one of your favorites, right?
Easy. Oh, yeah, all day.
Yeah, he's just losing his mind. Rafael Devers has a batting average of 288 right now with 20 home runs and an OPS of 941. 941, Noah. This is, what is he, 22 now? Maybe 23? He's absolutely mad.
0-2 pitch. Swinging a high deep drive right field. Watch this baby carry. It is gone into the bleachers. Rafi Devers with number 19, a 3-run shot.
Oh, was Devers all over that fastball. My goodness. That ball was crushed by Rafael.
I mean, he's just killing it. And he's got JD hitting either right behind him or right in front of him in the lineup most often. He's hitting .305 right now with 17 home runs and an OPS of 934. They are very, very similar, where JD has a higher average and sacrifices a few home runs and OPS for what Devers is doing with a higher slugging percentile. I mean, they're a perfect. I mean, I was going to say 1-2, but they're a perfect 3-4. I don't think there's a better 3-4 in baseball right now. Noah, could you name one?
No, I honestly can't, because they're just that good. They bounce off of each other. Like, their lineup is dynamic enough.
Yeah.
And can I this is an odd request here, but can I take the consistency in the lineup part of this when you get to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
No, definitely. I want to show what my boys have been doing. So let me show this home run really quick that JD had too.
Houston's lead has been shaved down to a half a game by Oakland in the West. High fly ball, well struck. That one's going to carry. That's a deep drive. Back it goes, and she's gone. JD Martinez with number 17. Red Sox on top 2-0.
That wasn't even just a regular Fenway Park home run. That was insane. He hit that to the deepest part of Fenway off the light standard, and it bounced back into play. It's insane to see them mashing like this. And you put someone who I was very excited to see when we were talking about the script in Mr. Bobby Dahlbeck. Bob has been not as hot as he was in spring training, but he's hitting an average of 218, but he's got 10 home runs, an OPS of 693. That's pretty decent for a rookie. Usually the rookies are the ones who are a little bit nervous coming in, but look at this one.
Swings, hits this one high and deep. Watch this one carry. She is gone. New haircut, maybe a new swing, and homer number 10. You want to be on Lansdowne tonight.
I know. If you're.
I was gonna say they didn't say the famous line as that one's headed for the downs, but they did mention it afterwards. They have, as you've seen in those 3 clips right there, they've been absolutely mashing. It has been insane, and the question is, what can we attribute to their success? And the consistency in their lineup is that answer, because it's definitely not the pitching. We'll cover that in a moment, but you had something you wanted to say here?
Yeah, so I just want to talk about the consistency in the lineup and how important this is. Oh,
no. Ty only watching baseball now because his team sucks in hockey, unfortunately.
I hope you don't watch. I hope you don't like the Yankees, because you will not find much better stuff here. Anyway, consistency in a lineup is so important. And Tyler, I harp on this all the fucking time.
With
the Yankees, because they're just so bad at it.
They don't do it.
And this is John Boy discussed this as well, and I discuss it with you all the time. You got to have consistency. You look back at like A-Rod. Where did A-Rod hit, Tyler?
3.
Thank you. Another 3-hole. 3. And if it wasn't in 3, where was he hitting?
4.
Done. That's it. He's not moving. He's either in the 3-hole or the 4-hole. A-Rod knows when he shows up in there, as long as whoever's hitting the 4-hole usually is there. Like, if I don't know, Mark Teixeira was present that day, guess what? A-Rod knows he's hitting in the 3-hole. He doesn't have to check the lineup card. He doesn't have to think about it. He just knows he's hitting in the fucking 3-hole. Consistency in the lineup is so important. And these are true stats here. Rafael Devers has hit in the 4-hole 70+ times this season.
Yeah, it's
consistency. Verdugo is hitting the 2-hole 70+ times this season. Martinez is hitting the 3-hole 70+ times this season. You can't be moving guys around the lineup. Bobby Dahlbeck, yes, exactly. Bobby Dahlbeck, yes, he's good, but he hits in the 8-hole. That's his spot. He knows that's his spot. He's not trying to do anything else. He's hitting where he knows he needs to be.
Well, it's funny. I can watch a game with my brother, who is a Red Sox fan, but he's not as big of a fan of baseball as I am. He is. He just doesn't have time to watch it. And we were watching a game the other day, and he goes, "Oh, who's coming up?" I go, "Where was this? Dahlbeck. It should be Dahlbeck." And he's just like, how do you know that? And I'm like, because it's consistency. One of my phrases in life, never mind baseball, consistency is key. I say it all the time at my job, especially. Consistency is key. When I have a crew who doesn't know what they're doing, when they come in on times where they're not used to it, it just doesn't work the same. But when I have people who come in the exact same shift every single time, it's an incredible thing. This is ultimately a job. If we look at it as a job and we have this consistency, you're going to have a better product, also known as a better record.
Mm-hmm. And I want to say this real quick, and a quick comparison to the Yankees here. Who are the two players in the Yankees lineup actually have the consistency?
Aaron Judge
and DJ LeMahieu, right?
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Right.
Who are the best hitters on the team?
Yeah, that's it. Those two, because they're not shuffled about.
Thank you. It's not rocket science here.
And I think the only other person I could say has the same spot every time he plays, but he doesn't play a lot, is Brett Gardner. He hits 9.
Yeah, he doesn't play a lot though.
That's
there's no consistency. And then
He's always not.
You look back at like a great Yankee line. Like when I was a kid, you talked about how you could say, the lineup. Yankees, forget. I don't fucking know what the fuck's going on. But when I was younger, we were in like middle school, high school, I would play like ghost baseball with my friends, right? And we would play wiffle ball or whatever. And I would be the Yankees, and I had another friend, the Dorseys, Michael.
Yeah.
And he would be the Red Sox, and we would play back and forth. And we would know the entire lineup for our team as middle schoolers. And I would say, all right, Derek Jeter, number 1. Oh, number 2, Robinson Cano. Number 3, Alex Rodriguez. Number 4, Mark Teixeira. Like easy, because it was every day. It was consistent, and that was a good ass team. When you look at what the Yankees are doing, and it's atrocious, but we're praising the Sox right now, and that's it. Who's your manager again?
Alex Cora.
Thank you. Cora, I was just blanking there.
He's a very good manager.
He's keeping it consistent for the team. I think he's making it easy for them to play baseball. That's really it. He's making it easy for them to play baseball. And not
only does the consistency help in the way of the bats, but the Red Sox, even though they are, I think they're like 30th in errors right now. Their errors are pretty insane, but they have made some great nabs, and I got to make a nod to my guy, Mr. Alex Verdugo.
That's popped off of the hand, shallow left field. Verdugo lays out and makes the catch. Alex Verdugo adding some glove work to a nice offensive night.
Adding some glove work to a nice offensive night. No, that was the game we were at, where Alex Verdugo, on the very first pitch he saw, hit a home run at Yankee Stadium. He is insane. Absolutely losing his mind lately, and this team's consistency is going to be what keeps them in it right now. We do have a problem though. Our pitching is definitely not getting the job done. Erod has a 5.42 ERA right now. So much for an ace. Of all these at 3.41, he's, in my opinion, the best pitcher on the team. Hopefully he can keep that going, and we'll see what he can do in the, post All-Star game times. That's where the Red Sox usually like to pick it up. So we'll see. And Richards has a 4.96 ERA. And again, they're all pitching okay. They're just not doing enough to make it a comfortable win. The Red Sox have had a few come from behind wins, which is not what you want to see every time you go out to the ballpark. But their offense is clutch, and they're really putting the starting rotation on their backs right now. Let's also not forget, though, Noah, that Sale is rumored to be returning soon, as he threw 2 live BP innings just a couple days ago. So what their soon means by the end of the season, or soon means by the All-Star break, the start of the All-Star break, who knows? Well, they didn't really give us a time frame. So I'm assuming if we get to the playoffs, Chris Sale will probably make an appearance. That is my assumption on when that guy is going to be used. Because if we can keep winning without him, let's just let him be fully healthy before he comes back to the team.
Absolutely.
But Noah, that's all I got for the Red Sox, who are surging right now. Let's talk about a team who is sliding right now in New York.
With that being said, this was Baseball with the Bard. We thank you for joining us.
No. You don't get to get away that easy, my friend. It has been a rough one for them.
There's no other way to put it, folks. They're bad. They're just bad.
Yeah. Where'd that picture go? You sent me a great picture, and it's not loading in. Oh, there's an error. I am so sorry, Noah.
That's fine. It was, if anyone recalls, Garrett Cole's first press conference where he, they gave him his jersey and
this is almost it.
Pictures and whatever else. He held up a sign that said "Yankee fan today, tomorrow, and forever" that he had since he was a little kid, and he actually had that sign at Yankee Stadium as a
adorable.
Kid. And he had that sign with him still when he signed with the Yankees. So very cool, right? Brought it all together. Went full circle. Because someone edited that sign and whited out the "Yankee fan today, tomorrow, and forever" and just put "help." Like, there it is. I'm Garrett Cole. Like, I'm just like, help. Like, this, what do we do? Like, this is bad. I've seen another one, this same picture, but instead of help, it says this team sucks. Which again, pretty valid. Cole has had some awful starts in the last few games. In his last 7 games, he's 3-2 with an ERA of 3.48. He's averaging just about a strikeout an inning, which for him is not what you would think. I mean, he's a dominant pitcher. He's supposed to be a dominant pitcher. Strikeout an inning isn't really dominant status. I mean, Shohei has better numbers than that.
Right.
Jameson Tyone has an ERA of 5.43, so that experiment is definitely not working out. Domingo Germán has an ERA of 4.03. That experiment.
But that's not bad for him. We thought he was going to be just beaten to shame this year.
Sure.
So I think he's been one of your more consistent guys.
Yeah.
We saw him pitch 2 good games.
We did. I'm sad that Kluber is not here. I'm kind of upset that we're not able to see what he could have been, because it seemed like he really found a stride. Whether he was using spider tech.
You're old. Anyways.
So, it sucks because we were hopeful that he was going to have at least a decent season and really help the Yankees, but with their offense, there's no help. The starters aren't keeping them in the game, plain and simple. And then the other issue is the offense isn't picking them up. Like, that's the difference with the Yankees and the Red Sox right now. Sure, your starting pitching isn't amazing, but your bullpen's been pretty okay. Ottavino has really turned it around. Barnes has been great, but the offense has been spectacular. And that's how you win ball games, right? Defense does win games, but if you can outscore your opponents, fuck it. And that's what the Red Sox are doing. They're saying, fuck it, we'll just outscore you.
Yeah.
The only people helping in the offense are Judge and LeMahieu, which is no surprise. Judge has an average of 285 with 18 home runs and an OPS of 904. DJ has an average of 273 with an OPS of 723. So those are the only two. And as we said before, those are the only two that hit in the same spot every day. They know where they're going to hit. DJ leads off, Judge hits second. After that, it's who knows what the hell's going on. It's always a fucking disaster. After that, the offense falls off an absolute cliff. In the last 15 games, Torres is swinging 130.
Woo!
Frazier is swinging 161, 88, but is slugging only 417. For comparison, another designated hitter in the American League, JD Martinez, is slugging 644 in his last 15. So that's definitely not where you want to be. If you're a designated hitter.
Not where you need to be right now.
Yeah. So, clearly not performing to the level that they're supposed to be performing at. Apparently, I saw an article this morning that Judge called an all-player meeting the other day. I think it was after they just got their dicks kicked in the 9th inning by the Angels, which is hilarious. And I don't know there's no rumors of what he said. He's not going to talk about it, obviously, in an interview. They're very private about that stuff, which is fine. You should be, but I don't know. Like, I don't see Judges like ripping the team a new asshole, but maybe
he might. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, he is frustrated. You can tell he's frustrated in his at bats because he's he's putting this team on his back. He's the guy, and he can't do it all. He literally can't do it all. Like, the pitcher's got to pick him up sometimes. You really got to have all cylinders firing, and or at least one cylinder firing better than anyone else's. Like the offense, for example. But the Yankees are now 41-39, which is 4th in the American League. 3 games over 500, Tyler. Nobody would have said the Yankees would be a 500 team, and that's exactly what they are, as a 500 team.
Yeah, definitely not going into the All-Star break. We would have all had them much higher than that.
After they had that 9th inning loss and Chapman blew yet another save late in a game, which he's been falling off a cliff too. I'm going to get his last 7 stats, actually. But Hal Steinbrenner had a press conference last Thursday, and he said that he supports the coaching staff and will see this season through. Yeah, there you go.
Let me just.
So, Tyler made this. It's a beautiful image.
They're idiots.
I have nothing else to say. I mean, we talked about a great manager before who had a team very similar to this one, the likes of Joe Girardi. And he took this team farther with less against a team who was cheating, in likes of the Astros in 2017.
Yeah. It's a shame, man.
It's a shame. And I listen, I've said it before.
I'll give you 3 reasons why the Yankees are losing, and here they are. 1, 2, and 3. if you were to just change these, I know we obviously can't. Hal is not going anywhere.
No.
But you can change the other two. Even though Hal is labeled dumbest, he's not his father. He is not his grandfather. He will be nothing compared to them if he keeps leading this team the way he's currently leading them. And it's a damn shame because I think he is a worthy owner of a team who could do good things based off of his family's legacy, but he's trying to do things his own way, and he's going to quickly find out that that's not going to work.
Yeah. My biggest thing with Cashman is when you're a general manager, you have to make sure your team has is dynamic enough to compete against everyone else.
Right.
Having the righty heavy lineup that you created as general manager, that's plain and simple negligence. Like you can't do that. That doesn't work anywhere. There's no other team, no good team. Look at the Red Sox. You got to go back and forth. Look at the past, the good Yankee teams. I talked about the Yankees 1 through 4, and when you went from Jeter to Cano to A-Rod to Teixeira. I mean, that's back and forth. You got to make it hard for these pitchers. We talked about how this is the hardest time to hit, right? It's the hardest time to be a hitter because the pitchers are so good. You got to have a dynamic lineup. Setting up a righty-heavy lineup like this from the beginning, I said, this doesn't make sense. And you had a guy like D. Gregorius, who is a solid lefty with a short porch at Yankee Stadium, and you let him walk to move Glaber to short, and then he not only is terrible at the fucking position, he's been getting better as of late, don't get me wrong, but his hitting, he's terrible. He's 130 in his last 15 days.
Yeah, he's definitely not doing well.
In his last 7 appearances, Aroldis Chapman is 1-for-1 with an 11.12 ERA.
Yeah, he's that grand slam he gave up was the most inexcusable blown win I've seen in the Yankees for a long time.
He walked 3 in a row and then fucking grand slam.
It was one out, walk, grand slam, and then 3 more runs by. And
then Boone took him out.
That was too much. Right, that was he'd done too much damage at that point. There was nothing ahead of that would have made him go, maybe I should pull this guy. And not that the rest of your bullpen helped, but they made it worse when they came in. But to be fair to them, they weren't expecting to have to be in the damn game.
For sure.
They were sitting there like, all right, everyone pack it up. They probably took their fucking cleats off and were putting their sneakers on. And, oh, shit. Never mind. Anyone got their cleats on? Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're in. That's what happened on that game. So, insanity.
I don't know. If Chapman can turn it around, great. And as we said before, he started off the season stupidly.
Send them back
hot.
to the Cubs.
He sent off the season stupidly hot. I think they should really just put their eggs in Britain.
Imagine that. You have a worthy closer, and you went out and bought one for millions of dollars.
Yeah. That's all. I like Zach Britton. He's another lefty. He's got great stuff. He just came back, so he's still trying to find it, but he's had good appearances as of late. But they haven't put him in pressure situations. They've been milking his return, which is also kind of stupid. But.
Listen, all we have to say is this right here.
Yeah. So Cashman really just didn't set the team up for success. Boone doesn't have
He
doesn't have the pedal to the metal that a manager like Girardi has, and that's what this
should have been
needs.
Thrown out of about 10 games this season already. None.
And Steinbrenner, he even said that a lot of people want me to do the things my dad did, and he said that. He said my dad removed a lot of people mid-season, and I'm not going to do that. He goes, I don't know if you recall, but whenever that happened, it usually didn't work. I was like, what the fuck?
What are you talking about? I don't know what the hell he's talking about, man. Does he remember the Yankees that his father managed? The ones that won in his father's lifetime, probably 8 or 9. So what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. He's an absolute lunatic, and I don't know what Boone has on this man that he's not firing him, but dear God, Aaron Boone should have been fired 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Never mind after the All-Star break.
After the Yankees got swept by the Sox the first time,
that was a question mark right there.
George would have fired Boone. Done.
Right.
That's no way.
Right.
And he would have probably publicly humiliated Cashman, said something about him, and then he would have fired Boone. That's not even a question. He would have fucking fired Aaron Boone.
Right.
I'm gonna stick with it, man.
Boone's got to go.
Boone's got to go, and I mean, we have the guy. I think Buck Showalter's the guy.
He's in the broadcast booth.
I tell you, man, he really knows how to talk about the team, and he's not going to bash Boone though.
Dude, I could manage the Yankees better than Aaron. than Aaron Boone right now. Honestly, it's a damn shame to see the team. I mean, it's funny for me, but it is a shame to see a team that's so good doing so bad.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. But looking at today's games, folks, a lot of rain over the last few days. Really been killing baseball. I mean,
fingers
Red
crossed
Sox
we get some games today.
Yeah, the Yanks got 2 cancellations in a row.
You're on so far. There's no delay yet. So
the Red Sox are facing the Athletics.
West Coast.
Oh, they're over on the West Coast. I was just going to say, over on the West Coast, we got Garrett Richards starting off, and then Irvin for the Oakland Athletics. We have a Subway Series, which is exciting, but yesterday's game got rained out, so tomorrow is a doubleheader. So if you have tickets to the game, make sure you go to the Yankees website, look up what your ticket deals are. I'm pretty sure you just have a doubleheader now if your tickets were for tomorrow. That's pretty sure. If your tickets were for yesterday, I imagine they're going to refund you. And then the New York Mets versus the Yankees, as we said, Taijuan Walker starting off for the Mets versus Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees. Yankees probably going to strike out a lot today. And then the Rays versus the Blue Jays, folks, for some more American League.
3:07.
What a weird start time for a baseball game.
They must have had rain on the way. I don't know.
Maybe. But with that being said, we always like to remind you to come on over and check out everything going on at the CMG CMG Network. There's over 28 podcasts on the CMG Network. If you don't like one that you see there, you can start one of your own for as little as $15 per month. Woo! CMG is the place to visit. Make sure you check it out and tell your friends all about it. We'd love to see you over there. And with that being said, we thank you for joining us for this episode of Baseball with the Bard. I'm Noah Cross. That is Tyler Bard. This was Baseball with the Bard. Go watch some baseball today, and let's keep that rain away. Enjoy. We'll see you next Saturday. Same channel, same time. Thank you for joining us.
Time for Baseball with the Bard.